You think you're great? You think you're great? You're shit. You're less than shit. A duck could shit all over you and you'd be worth more. You're a pile of garbage. You're a pile of human trash. I'm just doing my daily affirmations. You're worthless. You're nothing. Your Tannenbaum is bombing. I've been planning it. Gonna shoot a bomb in your Tannenbaum with the cannon that targets Tannenbaum from the bomb. And when the bomb is in, it's gonna blow up at your mom and spray the spam and gin. This is a Christmas message from me, and here's another one. I hate your mom. I hate your daughter. I hate your face and son. Have you ever said, I don't have a racist bone in my body? Then you probably have a racist brain in your head. You guys are supposed to come in with, guys. No, I don't kiss and tell. But if I ever do kiss, I will. Hey, I'm Kurt Culterbeater, here to beat you and cultivate you. I never said I was a nice guy. When they're mowing Scotland Yard in Scotland, their intelligence service, which they call English Garden, gets an update. They're like, we're getting an update from Peruvian Zeroscaping. They're saying they're mowing Scotland Yard. You see, it's a joke about what they call.
But the great thing about Marx's Capital is it has so many angles, and so
Get it? The greatest thing about Marx is it has so many angles. You get it right. Right? You do get it right. My latest interview went great. They said, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And I said, well, usually in my crystal ball, but sometimes in tea leaves. And they were like, oh, get out. Is your bookshelf trying to kill you? In just a few easy steps, I'll show you how you can set it on fire and extract the proteins that will give you its magical essences. Next on Batman. Willard, if you see this by now, it is already past when I filmed it. This is not being live streamed. If you see this, it is already filmed. It's too late. If you're too late to see this, you're way too late. If you're way too late to see it, you're way too. If you're way too late to see it, you're way. People don't say Merry Christmas anymore. They say Charlene Christmas. They say Henrietta Christmas. Well, we're knocking right on Miss Tyler Moore's door. We're saying Mary, 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 Mary. What do you mean she's dead? The man Scribner duty, you change him for life. You take him off Scribner duty after he's been changed for life, he can't go back. He can't function in society. It doesn't happen. He becomes hostile. He becomes aggressive. He turns into a poodle and he pees on all the fire hydrants. It's very bad. And then that poodle must be killed or it will spread. And then the crumbling of civilization is inevitable. So please kill any poodle on sight with a flamethrower. It's the only way. I've been noticing a lot lately when I get into like online arguments that people will be like, you're on drugs, dude. And it's like, what did you tell them? You're not, I never said you could. It's like, don't talk about me to people. No, Darlington P. Crittenbaum, you may not attack the waitress. But I really like to. That's no excuse. I really like killing and eating Darlington P. Crittenbaums, but I don't. Hold still a minute. So sorry, children. Is it just me, or does Cinderella's prince from this Halloween book for kids in his costume? That's Gary from the Ambiguously Gay Duo, I mean, right? This is the sound so pure that we're pooping on the top. From the lake to the earth, we're pooping on everybody her. So everybody stick your face in the earth, cause here come our diarrhea, and it's poop time. We're pooping on you. It's freaking poop time. Let's make poop lasagna. It's poop time. Met my friend Tanya. She's also pooping on you, so that's a double coupon. No Groupon or coupon needed for this event. You're gonna get pooped on. Everything I say is stupid, so I put it on the internet. Things were different in my day. When I graduated from Brisbane, they would electrocute me weekly to forget all that I had learned until my tuition was paid in full, at which point they diselectrified my brain with high tension, HT, and it all came rushing back. There are some who call me Frederick, while others call me Gus. I've no clues to my real name. Find it out, I must. I'm standing in what appears to be some sort of enormous hallway filled with houses. I don't understand what I'm seeing, what I'm looking at, or where I'm looking. I'm starting to not understand. Verbs, cloud, tree, mailbox, hallway. Back to you, Flying Bob. Warning, don't eat every frog you see. Some of them are poisonous as hell. People who say I'm boring, mix some bleach up with chlorine, and then right before you get snoring onto your head, I'll come pouring some gasoline and flooring. The flooring part needs some work, but you're the boring one. You're very dumb. Hey guys, well, this guy told me in the comments that I was obviously lonely because I look at the camera like it's a person because I need a friend. And he's right, so I'm going to do my videos like this from now on. How are you guys doing? Got this like idea for like a Disney movie where it's like called Geppetto Must Die. So there's a scene and the bad guy like Geppetto must die and all of his evil like bug legs curl around him. And then the sidekick, but why, sir? He's like, we're bad. And he's like, well, I know, but he's like, don't you know what bad means, boy? And he picks him up because he's little and fat. And then he kicks him, and then he starts like, bad is when you're sinful. Bad, you know, I haven't worked the song out. There'll be a song, and then they'll explain the point. But basically, they want to kill Geppetto because they're jealous of Pinocchio's non-humanity. The bad guy's thing is he longs to be a puppet. So I think it could be good. Been really worried about my pet goldfish. I haven't seen it in about 15 years. Got evicted and just couldn't get in. I hope whoever wound up with is taking good care of him. We're down to the friend squad. Ever wonder why Vaseline costs so very little compared to how oily and slick and smooth it is? Boats cost money. Boats ain't free. Boats cost money and so does Vaseline, but not as much. I'm so cool, guys. You don't even know. You have no idea how freaking cool this guy. We got Packers. So what was supposed to happen? We were supposed to take a photo, a picture, and post about it. But otherwise, I can't believe what you're. It's not real. The truth of what you're saying is disacculated. I calculated out it is unlikely. I'd like to thank the pigeons at the Seattle Zoo. I just don't know how. What they've done for me goes beyond words, beyond thanks. Seriously, you're calling me sexist. That bitch reporter you sent in here didn't once whip out her tits. And you're calling me sexist? Got a hypnotic, symbiotic product that's bomb out of the body, and it's gonna come right for your mom with a freaking dagger. Ow! Stab your mom with ketchup. Ow! So bad, why never ketchup? Stab him in the head again. It's a getaway car with private fashion can. California Bulldog. They can't get it just to say it's not the way that they are because it's oh, it's just a murder. Yo, I'm not the ghetto. No, you got it. Drive even further. Crap, got hide in the woods. You don't got a map and then it is just crazy thing. Why did I get up with me by tomato base? Ow! You see, Captain Rogers gone away. Is the bluebird? Here to stay is the bird of the nudist. When I was a kid, the American Egg Layer Owners Association of America ran this ad campaign, The Incredible Edible Egg. Way better than their previous campaign, The Fallible and Palatable Egg. The quotidian emetic egg didn't catch on either. Kurt Beauregard here. With the news. There's been a little bit of an uptick in opiate overdose deaths. I personally think we should federalize all drugs. I think we need to get little wheels and stick them on our forehead like wheels on a shopping cart, but a little smaller so they don't weigh your head down. Just keep them spinning through some kind of gyroscope. I think we should legalize all weddings. Right now, you can only marry people a certain number of times. Legalize flamethrowers hidden in bushes that scan your face, and if they decide through some sort of AI algorithm you are a bad person, the bush just burns your ass. It's like the reverse of the first Zelda game. You ain't the one burning the bush. And when they burn you, you disintegrate, turn to ash, and it goes doodle 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 doo, and a staircase appears where it used to be. And that's dungeon number 3. I don't want to be a spoil sport, so I keep my basketball in the fridge. I sacrificed a mule and then wrote an 11 in its blood on my shirt to remind myself it's November. No, really, I spilled some barbecue sauce on me while eating turkey. It's almost as cool.
Oh, holy shit, the stars are all exploding. 'Tis the knife at our dear charade's throat. Thralls Albany, I'll burn all your scrotums with knives, with heat, with knives, with heat things on.
I'm so nervous about this. It's just, I have to do it. It's just, I've been keeping this big secret. I'm married. And I don't know how to tell my wife.
Rainbow doesn't till he leans. Any other questions? Rambo 3, yes. You lean until you're an advanced model. Do not confuse your abilities with those of the other Rambos. Proceed. If I were singing in a stadium, would I get a Jenny Slate DM? If I were in a knife fight with Pee Wee Herman, would I get a swipe right from Sarah Sherman? If I threw a pie in the face of Roger Stone's partner, would I get a flash of thigh from Heidi I'm So Fine Gartner? If Courtney B. Vance messes up his chance, could I become a facet of Angela Bassett?
If you don't suck and don't have some kind of infection or cancer, don't chop up your face. If you do suck, chop it up, but not like cosmetically, like go for it. Like the recovery period should be like the equivalent to your fossilization duration. Hey team, working on a new impression. See if you like it. Oh, I'm the guy from Chat Side Flyers to make videos and put them on YouTube. Oh, well, wait, that's what I do. Oh, but I'm the guy he's talking about. Well, that's all right then. They'll never understand filmmakers like Martin Scorsese and Quentin Tarantino saying speculative storytelling can't express the human experience when for almost the last 200 years, A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens has been the most famous story in our culture. Please, Mr. Blinkbotron, don't kill me. Killed if I wish it. I am a murderer. The moral of this story is don't ever get killed by Lord Blinkmatron, eh? Why did Jeremy Rathbaum cross the street? He was compelled to by an inner conviction that he was a popsicle stick that was ordered to cross the street by the Lord. Only the Lord can compel a popsicle stick the way that... Remember, kids, tweem. Together, we each achieve more. Tweem. The song goes, Troll the Ancient Yuletide Carol. So, Ancient Yuletide Carol. You're so ancient, your sister's probably named Ancient Yuletide Deborah. Okay? I don't mean to be an Ancient Yuletide Karen, but I demand to speak to your manager because you have decked these halls. You know how when I talk about stuff that I'm interested in, people just tune out? That's what my brain does when people talk about sports. It's like, cool for you that you like it. Please tell me no more. Say no more. Man, I ran into this really neutral girl down at the particle collider, but nothing happened. She said I was too negative. Laugh, you sacks of shit, laugh! I'll punch you so hard in the face that you'll be placed into the basement. Your liver will be so based, Ox will have to fax you a replacement. Why, it's debased. I'll rearrange your face again. And I'll kick you, too. I've never been criminally charged for my work in conjunction with marching bands, but I have just a few civil cases that we've settled out of court. But yeah, some issues, discrepancies were found. In shadows, plagued by the winds, I squander always for the title of the crowd. Some words are just hopelessly confused and they don't even make sense. Like you can park on a driveway, but you can drive on a parkway. Or like Cloris Leach Man is actually a human woman. Like it's little things like that. Yeah, I'm super smart. I'm not super dumb and I'm cool as shit. I'm not cool as cum. Society needs to stop policing women's arson. Women decide what they burn down, not society, not men, not the patriarchy. We have like institutionalized mental care. Why don't we have like institutionalized podiatrist care? Like they can just take you and say your feet are too frigged up. You need to like go to the foot place. These thoughts are just coming to me. What if instead of bears in North America, we imported tigers and tried to make a go of it? Their numbers are really low in the wild. What if we get a bunch of really hot chicks to throw money at me while they like rub their butts? I'm just spitballing. What if we like genetically modified teddy bears to have genetics? That would be a huge modification. We might win the Nobel Prize. We've tried genetically modifying chickens back into being dinosaurs. What if we just try explaining it to them? Has anyone tried explaining it to them? Get some chicken buy-in? Octagonal wheels to slow traffic down might slow the spread of fossil fuel emissions. Just thought. These are just coming to me. Why don't we just build lasers into birds, and then I can make a whole optical internet system without spitting and pooing while I'm spewing like a Buick, and I'll vandalize a Buick if I see it while I do it, because I hate a sedan. I think it's a scam. I see a four-door model and I'll smash it with a bottle while I'm deep, and then I'm pooing while I poo it while I do it. So I have to infuse that thematically back into it. Walla walla wallaby. Where in this wall could my koala be? Yeah, that man. So I awaken like Tolkien's elves by a lake under trees in the starlight. Unlike Tolkien's elves, I face 17 municipal citations. My lawyer isn't answering my calls. You know what? They call me Grab the Fork because I grab a sport whenever I drag to court. I'm saying, hey, this isn't my fault at all, and we need tort reform before I report your Pork your Mormon, that's what I'll do. While they're out walking 2 by 2, I'll steal their bicycle, I'll say to you, hey, it's time that we pork us 2. And I'll be like, wait, us 3? Your friend comes too. And then we'll all be in our special suits, and we'll be pork and pork. We're like a ham sandwich without the tort reform. That's why we need to slip cheese into the court. A little bitty slice that will spice up the fort. The fortress of law that has enabled our culture, but without tort reform, it'll suck real bad. But I edited out my bulge like in Black Panther. That's crap. I have to divulge that I am a mancer. Are you a racist or sexist person? I want you to look me dead in the eye. There, that was you. You're dead. I told you guys. Hey, well, you got it. Here's some fashion tips that you could use to look cool and impress all those girls or guys that are like, that guy would look cooler if he did. Look cooler. Step 1. Hi, I'm the guy behind the guy who says he's behind the famous free insulin tweet. And I did it to prove a very important point, that I can create guys and make them do whatever I want. Communism. God, I got so mad at this guy. He was like, last night, he was like, on this day in 1954, did you know that? And I was like, you idiot, it's 2022. He's like, yeah, but I mean on this day when it was 1954. And I was like, how could it have been today? Thoughts on Avatar? I would say Sam Worthington, more like Sam worth very little as an actor. Thank you. I think a lot lately about beans. How we keep an itty bitty tiny trees that we process deep inside our dreams. And if we snort those beans, will we see unknown things? Will we see hallucinations and masterful scenes? Or will we just go, it's full of nicotine, and then we'll die in our sleep with our veins on fire? Is that what it does? Tell me the truth, don't be a lie. We've run the figures, and it seems that there aren't infinite people in the world. So we're going to have to shut the tech industry down. I'm a man of my word, and that word is toboggan. So every night around this time, I just start saying it for about an hour. I won't say anything else once I start, so excuse me, toboggan. Hi guys, if this channel were really a cry for help, I'd be saying, hey everybody quit, please! Kill these commenters, they suck, and they're garbage people. Like Robert Downey Jr., my only curse is he. Why do people always tell me that I'm frying, pan? Why do people always cry me that I'm lying in a band? I don't do noodle repair anymore. I keep getting emails, people asking. Used to be quite intricate, delicate work. You need one of those jeweler lenses on your glasses, sort of like Dan Aykroyd in Ghostbusters, but less night vision-y.
I always thought of the guy as a bit of a trash talker. I felt he was insincere about his beliefs expressed publicly, as opposed to his privately held beliefs, which I thought represented a step backwards for society, which I thought represented all that was ill, which I thought meant less than several to all the others, which I thought investigated and looked, and when I eyeballed the bottom of the cup and the eyeball at the bottom of the cup open, I knew that I perceived a different glaring glance into a sacred window, and I called to them, my friend, right up the toilet bowl, and here I am, ready to kill.
What did Thor's forbidden dad do? Everything. He was Verb Odin. Are you an idiot? Verboten? Come on. This is good stuff. When you call a number and get put on hold and they say, we will answer your call in the order in which it was received, which is what they pretty much all say, that's total bullshit. Your call was... I've consulted with a linguist about this and he confirmed my suspicions. Their desire to make the scope of what they're talking about be you and your call makes what they're saying nonsense. If they said calls are answered in the order in which they are received, which some do, that would be correct. But their desire to make it about your call, what order was your call received in? You know, it's like your food will be brought in the order in which your food is prepared. What order is just my food prepared in? It was a pretty emotional phone call once I finally got off hold, but I just wanted you guys.
The Yule Club suggests so strenuously that Admiral Breath Bomb leave because he dropped a breath bomb. He was like, and they face the wrath.
There's a time in everyone's life where they have to let go of childish things. So that is why, 2 months ahead of my 39th birthday, I've stopped sleeping with Gussie. Gussie is a very special little ducky friend of mine. My first word was ducky, and it was because of Gussie. And I had to stop sleeping with him because the termite infestation, it was uncontrollable and it was affecting our home. I'm gonna miss Gussie. Miss the way he writhed around and pulsed and pumped with his infestation. It was always a great comfort to me ever since I was a kid. Mixing in with Mr. Pibb down at the pub. A little hair of the dog that ripped my ass cheek off. Bubbly Pibby, my favorite squeeze. I drink it all day. If I stop drinking, I sneeze. You've heard of the sensory deprivation chamber? Well, it's time for the tons of sensation tank. Be bombarded by strobe light and a disco ball. Don't forget the lasers. While an onslaught of your favorite, least favorite, and middle of the road album choices play at maximum volume as you wallow in a sea of salty blend of your favorite sodas, chocolates, and juices. As they're being electrocuted, as you're being electrocuted, while being kicked down 17 flights of stairs, your sensory overload tank will actually destroy the stairs as it falls. Overloading your senses. And kind of cheating on the 2030 census, too, if you take my... Oh, yes, and we will pump adrenochrome gas directly into the tank. Come on down, it's $9.99.99 and 99. Back to... Honk, honk, I'm kind of a bonk, honk, honk. I'm gonna get you, give you a thick skull a conk, knock, knock. I'm gonna come to your door with an axe. I'm gonna hack my way through. I'm gonna get your blood back. You stole your blood from me in 99. I'm going to go through a portal back in time. Then I'll find you. I'll erase your mind. You will find that you will die in rapid time. I'm one of the pissiest fuck bros you'll ever see online. Let me tell you how life works.
My knightly name is Wellness, but little is known about the remainder of this vast cornfield stuffed to the oats with barley and devaluation by the critics, who remain situated near the east coast of Havoc Empire, Turtle Brain Factory. Darling, back to me. Oh, okay. Over here in the west region, we see lots of garlic and butter. There's urns and scattered urns. They're churning butter over here, and they're earning dead people over here. That is loading into urns. They're not acquiring dead people as wages for a task for an exchange, of course. Back to somebody else, quick.
I often tell myself, "Yee skileki," but myself never taught me Icelandic, so I have no idea what I mean. If you know, please send a postcard with a self-addressed stamp to P.O. Box 313, questions answered at G. Worried I have an ear infection? Because whenever I'm far away, It's not so bad, but... Gal asked if I wanted to be a dad, and I said, I don't know. Do you have the womb? Like, for my sperm. Spermatozoa. She said, I have a palatial 3-bed womb mansion in the hills. Why'd the turkey cross the road? Psychopath threw him there after he chewed his neck out. It's a horrible situation, and you're making jokes of it. And honestly, in 2022, confusing a turkey and a chicken, you should be ashamed of yourself.
My people beg me to pray them for money, but I say no, I will not do that. That is a fiduciary arrangement in exchange for sex that I am not comfortable with at this present time. Then they name a new figure and my attitude changes. Like I didn't realize it could be that lucrative. And then 3 years later, I own my own yacht and I'm a rich dude who gets a lot of loot.
You have no power here. Yes, I do. You're gonna die. Ow! Be my friend. Will you be my friend? I want you to be my friend. I'm a real cool guy. I'm interested in friends. My interests include friending, being your friend, so please be my friend. Do you know that old Catholic story about how you can lick a dog turd all night, but it won't make you shit your pants? You have to do more than lick. You have to chew. And this is the Catholic way. Chew some dog. Some people don't allow way I speak. Some people don't allow way I talk. Some people even find me inadequate as an interlocutor. To these people I can only say, you are vermin of the lowest order, and I will eliminate you, poopy people. Do you see that shit? Goddamn Mars is floating around the moon, and I saw that. I Googled it. I thought we were like in the beginning of Independence Day type situation where it was like a large object is now in orbit around Earth's moon. I was like, oh crap! And I looked up and it was like it's Mars. I was like, oh.
Wonder Woman wonders if it's a blunder when her human goes in a blender and there isn't someone to dismember, and the parts of it she remembers it from last December, but now it's September and all the parts are coming out and they're working together. Hands are reaching out of the brains, they're reaching right for her veins, they're pulling out all her brains. I think she's going insane. What should Wonder Woman wonder now? Should she wonder if that's the sound of a cow with a meat hook dangling down from the ceiling might be showing more than it should be? I wonder what woman. What I'm saying is.
It's weird. People think I don't understand that my channel's not really for everybody, but I get it, and I want you to get it too. If your last name rhymes with Acre, my channel is not for you. If your last name is 13 letters long and doesn't start with a B, I'm sorry. If you smell like... It's difficult to say, really. I mean, egg poopings and things. I mean, when you poop something and it's not an egg, sometimes it's easy to feel a bit unfulfilled. But then, you know, you poop an egg and all that can change in an instant, so I don't really like to say. I had to poop an egg. I do have to poop. You know, nice wind-ups, but I did have to poop an egg. We poop eggs all the times and things, really, back in the day. Oh, yeah, I poop eggs back with me mates, yeah. Oh, poop eggs. They aren't gonna poop eggs, us, that's all gab egg pooping. Not if I get the pooping egg. The length of the pooping egg. You know, we have to take this into account. Rate of poop exploitation. The thickness of the shell. So it's for that reason, really, that we stopped doing it at the time. Well, I say egg pooping's, you know, the coming thing again, back in vogue, as they say. Get your towels ready, boy, we're about to do some egg pooping. I think it's quite clear that pooping on eggs. Let's see, there was January Jones, February Fioretti, March McGillicuddy, April Atticus, May Margarine, which I thought was a fake sounding name. There was June Jitterbug, same problem. There was July Gitel, which at least sounded real. August Alguincon. I couldn't say that. Alguincon is French. And then, let's see, I can't remember the September Cilantro, which sounds like something you put in your larder. And then there was October Orlando, which I thought was exotic. It sounds like something in a spy novel. Then there was November Nahili, which I thought was beautiful, probably the most beautiful of all. And then this one, December Dildo Dickwad. Oh, ding, 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 ding. You listen to this whole shit, why do you must be bored. Are you bored, son? If you see this video, please like it. Why don't you like this video? It would help me. Become my fan, like me.